Hi. I'm here after a bit of a break, I guess. Yeah, shit been happening. Shit be wild. And shit be sucking. But we're here.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
Been a while since I played this. Okay. Yes. Let's. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surround the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly towards the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent into the ground, to the ground. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Daimo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from the cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Daimo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by their superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. "I didn't say you could leave, freak." Daimo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. "He can't hurt me," she lied to herself. "Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt." "Oh look, the little freak is going to cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead?" Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Daimo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. "Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure." I wish Daimo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Daimo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. "Show me." "No." "Did you just say no?" Daimo grinned evilly. "You don't say no to me. No one says no to me." Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called his cohorts. "Come on guys, let's give the freak what she deserves." As soon as Daimo finished, kicks and blows began to rain upon Kaine. Daimo paused, still grinning, as Kaine crawled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. "I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for? Everyone knows what you really are." Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. "Go home?" Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. "Freak," chanted the children. "Freak, freak, freak." Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Daimo sprawled on the ground, holding his head, screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. "Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying." Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice sick with rage. "Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it." The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Daimo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. "Ow!" he screamed, leaping to his feet. "Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me." The old woman shrugged. "Death is the best cure for stupid." Daimo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking eyes on Kaine, he took a step backwards and spat on the ground. "Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here. Either of you." Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Daimo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. "Ha! Look at the fat boy go. I guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight." The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed the shawl and placed it on the young girl's shoulders. Then produced the cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaine," she said, "why don't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempts the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know, the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandma, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all of these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Of course not. Don't be an off." Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I were normal, then Mum and Dad wouldn't—" "Hush," interrupted Grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the seams or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunatiers were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one. And yet her mother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath, as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled upon them. Stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't turn out quite right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandma smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began to walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loved me and that's enough, even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and close to the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of the rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Fuck, this thing's long. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood was being produced, however, was as far as from a work of artists could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close, or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing a such piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from Neir. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers, and her granddaughter. When it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated to chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect it with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Ah, crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe and forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her effort. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy girl, you better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma, the old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the helm of her dress. But Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that! Just stop! She cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine pushed her down. It's alright, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt still. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pocket every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heel, making sure she wasn't stalked by a shade or worse, Daimo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadow. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling everyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, Kaine said with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but no one came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. Apothecary? Yeah, I don't know that word. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Daimo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god. What are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force. Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medicine. Ha! Barked Daimo. That old bitch finally knelt over? Go to hell, Daimo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Daimo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written on some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to the apothecary, and with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. They seemed to stare through her. And into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly and looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green aprons and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you. It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe. But I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie. But I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Callie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling over this new fact in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hand. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said, as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her that much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured in a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceivable step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she'd been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandma's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe, finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild. She leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, Kaine said with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Ah, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, She informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. I'll put those crayons around and help me with dinner. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayon and eyed her subject carefully and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain of her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face, but it could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, or all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they rolled me into my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory. A perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, people and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hole. But this moment will be different. Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. She finally summoned the courage and gave this object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug. And I think it's burnt or something, because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, right? Why you little brat? Laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment Kaine's mother saved her from the bullies. As is often with the way two stubborn people, their relationship grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and held abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibility. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so, this morning, found Kaine lacing up her boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "Well, I was going to check out the Kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What in the hell for?" Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth and rope, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat would chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "God damn, girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let 'em come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about the thieves. I'm worried about the shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. Can we worry about it some other..." "Grandma, no. If I don't go to the Kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that." A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. "Yes," she said after a bit. "Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is..." She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged into a brilliant whiteness. Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. "Grandma, no. You're going to be a true woman soon," Grandma said, as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, "and there ain't another like you in the world. I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day." "Such a mouth on you! Where did that come from?" "Gee, I wonder." "I'll teach you to sass me, girl," yelled Grandma. Suddenly she launched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. "Grandma!" yelled Kaine. "Grandma, stop it! What in the hell?" The old woman stared at her and blinked. then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she'd ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wool and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes and then kissed her grandmother on the forehead, and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. But in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on a hill for one final look, and a small bent woman standing in front of the ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looked so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with her fingers, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No. Oh God, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went rolling into the rocky ground. But she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick inky blackness from an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved its balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a simmering inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "Alright, you bastard," she thought, as her scream trailed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread burning in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive!" thought Kaine. "Alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard, towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes, as she tried to remember how her legs worked. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now!" As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma! Hold on! Just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting, breathless belched from somewhere. Short, panting breath belched from somewhere inside its core. "Bastard!" laughing at her. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. "Yeah, I see your plan." The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. "I'm gonna kill this bastard." Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Get back!" she screamed. Give her back!" she clicked. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air towards the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had the chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Suddenly her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hand reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. No! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that she was seeing what could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandma was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine then screamed a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent in impossible angles, her head lowered dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step back, as if trying to discern if this broken shimmer could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade knocked Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over. Kill it, kill it, kill it. kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Fucking finally, that's what, an hour of talking?
The beast approaches.
The beast approaches. Not gonna lie, I forgot how to play this game. Okay, trigger.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
There we go. Says he... No, can't be. Oh yeah, I got the original version of this game with the DLC. Ah! Doesn't matter. I wouldn't mind playing that at some point, but it's pretty much just the same game as this game. Just without ending E. Ah, fuck, more talking. Gently, weakly, softly, the shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stumped off towards the horizon, stumping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Ashamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of an arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally going to die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Daimyo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you, that way you can live forever. No, stop. I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper flooded in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother. Real as life, Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm the image, tearing at it with sharp pincers. Stop, no, don't hurt that picture. Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and onto the ground, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her mother as she truly was. A smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. I look like that? Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began to whisper in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce. At the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form, Kaine wanted to scream to the voice. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her leg. She tried to push it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and began moving up the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward. Feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive. And this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up. So why not let me have at it? Have at what? Your body, come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, as if licking its lips, when it resumed. It was filled with a mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in their blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached for her face and crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. "Stop," she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. "Stop!" The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly simmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. "Ow! What the hell, Sunshine? We had a deal. I thought you..." Grandma said I can't. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her, and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. "That thing took my grandmother." Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. "Well, I will be damned," said the voice cheerfully. "Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now." Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin, and began infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. "Stop! Gotta stop." Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. "Come on, don't fight it," pleaded the voice. "Hate's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go, feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of your body." "Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and go so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see that." Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. "You stupid girl, you're possessed now, and there ain't no going back." The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that screamed that seemed to go on without end. "Possessed?" whispered Kaine. "Yeah, possessed, you and me. We got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folk used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now." Kaine looked up in tears. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. "Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world?" "So, listen," purred the voice. "I know this whole possession thing might seem a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you wanna get rid of? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. There's no abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait," said Kaine. "You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What do you think? I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob?" I don't give a goddamn who you murder, Honey Pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the cool evening breeze felt on her new arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it, you and me? We could have some good time together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, arsehole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Look at you go! Oh, sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Taran. And if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own gut. And when I'm done, I'm going to do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyron. I've seen shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. And hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to go somewhere deep inside of Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade. I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in a corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. And this time I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, and the people of the area arose to their daily lives, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Hey, Emil.
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
Yep.
You still recognize me?
Of course.
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
You grew up?
Wow. You grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time.
Yeah, it really is.
Any luck with Yona?
Not really.
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
The funny thing is, I actually do have lunar tears.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one. We let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Huh?
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious.
They are.
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
Yeah.
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
Oh yeah, she is.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
I want to check the
What is
trophy.
the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me.
Ah. That was just a chandelier.
Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end.
I feel sorry for Devila and
They said
Popola.
and did what they did for the sake of the village.
Like, they don't deserve what happened to them at the end of
To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
the game.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola?
I mean, you really can't.
In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Hey, this scene.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that...
Campfires? I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
It wasn't just a meal.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean,
His
this
music
uniform
is
isn't
nice.
all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
There's a lot of interesting about you.
Come on. I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession and my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
No. Nice. Ah, yay. Fucking loading screen.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Hey, gold moonflower seed.
The diary?
Yeah.
The world?
I didn't need to go in there.
Say there, can you not hear me?
You don't have a...
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed.
He's-
Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
I already have what I need.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just
I know what you mean.
Let me just... Probably don't have any more words to add. Items, cultivation. Yeah, got white. So I can just plant white ones all along and... I feel like that'd be... Yeah, got 100% weapons, got 100% quests.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi there, Devila.
I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Yeah?
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
Yeah?
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting.
Yeah? pretty much.
Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
Alright.
Okay, I forgot how much I enjoyed this game.
What is the purpose of this?
Beats me. Maybe it's Popola's hobby corner.
I want to say this is the... Right now it's got just all the first. Ah, wait. Went the wrong way. How much health do I... Okay, doesn't matter. I haven't upgraded any of my weapons.
Oh. Hello.
Hi!
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, he really didn't.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
I won't.
I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
Yes.
The temple where I was first discovered.
Yep.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh, it was right under our pages the whole time.
Yeah.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So, take a boat.
A boat?
Yes. The canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance.
Thanks.
The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Not really.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right, I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
Well, what, I forgot a few things about this game.
The path above the entrance to the shopping...
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
It doesn't.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Oh yeah, him.
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
Yeah.
That red bag. By my pages, you're the slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in charge of this canal since we last talked.
Nice.
Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Until later.
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and chain is always harping on me now about how much I work. Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there. Oh, there.
Gotta go. Yeah, it's a lost shrine.
The lost shrine's up ahead, just past this cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
Ah, hello, boss. Hansel. What do you want? Go away, dirty, defective swine. I'm not like you, I'm different. Well, no, but whatever. Do 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 do. I'm just curious how you unlock all the words. And how many I'm missing. This game has really good music. Do 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 do. You again? Stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. Hansel is gone. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. My life is over, just leave me alone. What? I'm guessing that...
Ain't you excited, sunshine? We finally get to bathe in blood.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
What level even... Oh, level 42. That's a pretty good level. Ah!
This is all too easy.
Yeah, there's a reason it's easy. Could have gone through that edge. Or it has to go that edge. Yeah, this is a nice puzzle. Not boring at all.
What's with these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety shades.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
Say, I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
Oh, nice. Options. Other. I should have looked at the graphics earlier. Might as well make this one symmetrical. Why is there so much of this puzzle? Not even a fun puzzle, really. It's just pushing blocks out the way. Of course, you play as the most overpowered person in the room. Oh. Okay, bye, Boston. I've treated you all poorly. I mocked you, betrayed you, all because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equal. This makes me happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our lives. What was that? That was us.
Kaine, Emil, look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun.
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Hey, Bathtub.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold? Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I've got a fucking image to maintain.
I enjoy those two. That's so great. Okay. I legit forgot how much I enjoyed this game. Right, sure. Well, I will say, Automata's great game, overrated.
seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick him aside.
There we go. And we're at the boss now. Don't you touch them.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Aim for that statue. It's the leader.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying.
I should have been hitting him with that from the start.
Have you felled the beast?
Ah, we didn't. Those are my friends.
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this week, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood, embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Okay.
Kaine!
Oh, you're kidding me!
That was brutal. Ah, very piercing. Sad.
Kaine! Are you alright? Kaine!
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No! Kaine!
What is happening?
The black scroll.
It's all over for you, Sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine! Come back!
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please! Come back!
Yeah.
Oh dear.
This is quick.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and I'm sad and I'm lonely, but you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you. So don't you dare leave me.
All right. Stop crying.
He does that automatically.
And thanks.
No problem.
I'm all right.
Do 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 do. For fuck's sake, right. I'm gonna mute this for now. You obtained a mysterious stone fragment. Yeah, go back to Popular or Devler. Either one of the two.
It's a cipher of some kind.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this. I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the Law of Robotics, the Memory Tree, Loyal Cerberus. The Law of Robotics probably refers to the Junk Heap.
100%.
And the Memory Tree might be the Forest of Myth.
Yeah.
But as for Sacrifice and Loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Sacrifice the Airy and Loyal Cerberus is fucking
Not
the
a
desert.
problem. If we want to fill in the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
They're just shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dangerous task.
Yeah, well, Yona's in even more danger.
But how can you even be sure that she's...
Because she is! Right? The Junk Heap and the Forest of Myth, yeah? I'm on my way.
Please be careful.
Will do.
Oh, and listen. About Kaine and Emil. The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just... they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight.
Yeah. I know.
I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more time?
Sure.
I'll try.
I want to head for the jump.
Popola said we might be able to find a key fragment in the Junk Heap.
Perhaps we can find a clue at Two Brothers' weapon.
I mean, I already completed everything, so... Ah! I'm just gonna be kind of hauling ass this entire fucking...
Looks like he left the village.
Yep.
Yeah. You think he'll be able to find all the fragments?
Yes, we've done that like fucking 4 times
He
already.
doesn't. These past 5 years will have all been for nothing. Now that we know the location of the original Gestalt, the Shadow Lord, we have to stop his rampage. I can't believe the Shadow Lord ran off and holed up like that. I worry the Shades who guard the key fragments will pose too much of a threat. Maybe so, but we're pretty much out of options at this point.
They won't pose any threat.
You having second thoughts, sis? No. The plan is all that matters. We must see the plan to completion. He is simply a tool to that end.
Ah, yes. I really just want to get to the end.
Where'd they go? Get him! Don't let him escape! I see something over there!
I want to give him a hug. So apparently, Shades don't attack unless you attack them. Oh, hey, Beepy. Who's there?
Who are you?
Khalil. What's your name?
Military defense robot, P-33. You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from your eyes.
I'm crying, you big dumb robot. I miss my mom.
What is crying? Who is Mom?
It doesn't matter, I can't see her again.
My creator is also dead. He perished hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years ago? Really?
874 years, 10 months, 14 days, 4 hours and 43 minutes.
Aren't you
I
lonely?
am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
I'm crying because I don't want to go.
You will die.
If the humans catch me, they're going to get rid of me.
Why will they kill you? I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil. Military defense robot P-33 will protect you.
You're gonna help me?
P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Oh, hooray! Thanks, robot. And since we're friends now, I'm gonna call you BP.
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh, wow. Check this out. It looks brand new.
Hey, be careful, all right? This place is dangerous.
I'll be fine.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Look out!
Huh?
It's a misunderstanding.
Huh?
God, I hate how we're just making everything worse.
What's happening? Jacob! Jacob! No!
Oh, that was scary.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have proceeded with more caution. One intruder has perished.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't think they were chasing me. They seemed nice.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Hey.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown up.
How fares your brother?
My brother's been dead for 4 years.
Oh, I see. Please forgive the question.
It's okay.
I need to ask you something.
What is it?
You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots. Just rip them up.
Okay. Never mind then. See you later.
Wait!
Yes.
I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very powerful weapon. I thought you might get some use out of it.
We already got this weapon.
Don't we already have this weapon?
Shh. These things happen the second time around.
Well, technically this is the fourth time around, but...
This sword has seen better days.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly
Can you repair it?
I can repair anything.
If you'll fix it.
I'm so glad I decided. I'm gonna need some memory out. Only the real big enemies on the... Also, here's the passcode to get...
You got it.
I'm gonna need only the real...
You got it.
By the... What can I help you with?
Forging. think that... Oh yeah, I need giant egg. Might as well upgrade the metal pipe. Where would I find giant eggs?
Come back. I'm gonna need only the real bit.
You got it.
By the way, what can I help you with?
I'm gonna just bite the bullet and... Shop rate at harvest points in a village.
Come back.
I can come back to this place later. I just need one. Fucking Phoenix Sphere. Two giant eggs. Like a 5% chance or something. Yeah.
worked it out.
I don't really think I need any of this stuff.
Shop here more up.
Still, what, a 5% chance? There's one. So apparently the most common type is some kind of medical there it is. Berries. Nice. Ugh. Okay, I'm not looking for a chicken egg. And I'm not looking for something I can't even carry. Is the max level for? Level 4. Alright. Yeah, sometimes there are those summons, not summons, those moments where nothing, or almost nothing gets drawn from the fucking pool. Okay. Hey, just 2 for this. Ah. Okay. Of course, there's nothing I can't carry. I'm gonna do one more round and then just continue on. I love 5% chances. I get it, there needs to be rare stuff, but why is an egg so rare? I think there's a way you can... Never mind. That one's a one-way trip.
It's a shame about the older lad. He was but a child.
Sounds like you went into a dangerous area for the sake of the business.
Alarms. You. Because...
I kinda... Considering you already seen a lot of this, I'm gonna skip a little over what I've already seen personally.
That's some pretty... I'll start up, and since you did... Well, this is gonna take no sense in you waiting around. That would...
This appears we...
Maybe Populus...
Very well.
A dented metal bat. Oh, nice. Okay, apparently I'm collecting a lot of magical words now. I think those are weaker ones though. This guy wants me to do 100.
Those beasts took all that was good. Think here. Those beasts.
He wants. I think to get an achievement, I have to get 100 of these bosses.
Thank you. Here is your payment. Well, if you...
Hey, Sis. How goes the code breaking?
Well,
Harder than I expected. It's going to take some more time. More importantly, how is the child who drifted ashore getting along? Right on schedule so far. I mean, we knew she was powerful enough to destroy an entire ship. Now she's grown even stronger. There is one thing, though. She's started to obsess over becoming human. If that's a problem, we need to nip it in the bud. If the Shadow Lord resists the plan, we'll need her power to defeat him. I know, Popola, I know. Jeez, relax, will ya? It's a fool's dream, and we both know it. She doesn't have a receptacle, so she can't become human, no matter how badly she wants to.
I feel sorry for her. Gotta love it when it's just fucking same thing you can't even use.
Hey, Popola.
Ah,
Have you learned anything more about the shadow?
I'm sorry, but it's going...
I see. Well, can I...
Oh, how about this? Well, he's been skipping out on work late. Can I ask you to go to see...
Sure thing. This feels alarmingly familiar.
I'm sure that couple is merely having another one of their inane spats. Let us do our utmost not to get dragged into it this time,
It's not that. I think anyone who's been on my channel long enough knows it's not. Why doesn't it just automatically sell? Right. Yeah, sure. I don't have the inventory space for it, but...
Oh, it's you, eh?
At least give something in return for having that, you know? At least make it so it doesn't spawn.
Yeesh. I don't think I've ever seen fog this thick before. Huh? What's that?
Oh shit.
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
What's wrong?
Oh, hey, I remember you. You're the ones who helped us out way back when.
Seeing as we've come all this way, I suppose we had best ask, what is the matter?
I had a fight with my husband, and he ran away from home.
Yes, yes. You may color me utterly flabbergasted.
Her sarcasm is great.
But it's all that idiot's fault. I was saving up a bunch of apples, and he went and ate 10 of them.
That's actually sort of impressive.
Well, sure, I may have lost my temper a little, but I can't believe he just up and left. He's been gone for a week now, and it's...
All right. We'll help you find him.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
And here we go again. Shall we begin by asking around at the tavern like before?
Yep.
Hey there. I'm looking for the guy with the red...
Really? Is that...
Yeah, the guy took off and hasn't been seen since. I take it this isn't a surprise?
Hardly. Their arguments are legendary. We're actually considering selling tickets as a tourist attraction. Anyway, I think he's from that village with the library. Maybe he went back home. I think his brother is a guard there or something.
Thanks for the tip.
Say, you're pretty handsome. Care to buy a lonely woman a drink?
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hard to believe a ship of this size managed to run aground. What was that?
Shade.
Hey, is someone there? Okay, I definitely heard someone cough just now. Maybe it's one of those kids from town? But where are they? There you are. What are you doing here, kid? And who are you, anyway? Were you a passenger on this ship, maybe? Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be scared.
I'm probably just gonna finish this storyline and then head off, I guess.
To think that couple's petty squabbles have become something of an attraction for the locals.
Doesn't surprise me in the least. Seeing people like that puts a little spring in your step, you know?
You humans truly are a maddening bunch. Such buffoonery does little more than wear this old tome out.
Sure, Vice. Sure.
Hey there. How you feeling? Well, your cough seems better at least. Check it out. I brought you some bread today. Oh, easy there. Jeez, you must have been starving. Well, look, no one's gonna take this from you, so just take it easy so you don't choke on it, okay? So, what were you doing on this boat, kid? Actually, scratch that. First things first. I can't just keep calling you kid.
It's Luis, isn't it?
You got a name? Well, this is going nowhere fast. Let's see. Louise. Yeah, what about Louise? I mean, it just sort of popped into my head, but what do you think? Guess you're okay with it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Louise.
We searched the southern plains back when the wife ran off too, right?
I believe we did, yes.
Lots changed since then. So it's kind of nice when we find something that hasn't. The fact that couple is still arguing almost fills me with, I don't know, hope, I guess.
If you ask me, that particular couple could benefit from a little change.
More cutscene? Okay. While I'm... Yeah, while I'm here, I'm gonna... check to see if I can get the... Ah yes, every single one of them has that 60% chance of being an item I can't even carry. It's stupid. Well, whenever I come down this area, you know?
Oh, hey, it's you. What's up?
Not much.
You're related to the ferryman who carries a red bag around, right?
Yeah, he's my little brother. Haven't seen him in a while, though.
A shame. Have you any idea where he may have absconded to?
Not a clue. Like I said, I haven't seen him.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, but the last time I did see him, he said something about using his ferry to deliver letters. Maybe you should try talking to someone at the post office.
I guess we could ask the...
Just once, I would enjoy receipt.
I mean, what's the quest if it's too easy?
I cannot believe how many trips we have made simply to track down a single man.
It's all right to do this kind of thing every now and then.
I only pray this is not the calm before some manner of storm. Say there, lad, have you ever penned a missive?
You mean a letter? No. I'm not big on writing. It always takes me forever to figure out what I want to say.
What's to figure out? One simply takes quill in hand and unleashes their soul upon the canvas of the page.
Whatever you say, Vice.
Yeah, honestly, I'm in the same book as him on that matter.
Hey there, Louise. Say, where'd you get that red bag? Found it on the ship, did you? You kids are so darn curious about everything. Anywho, it's good to see you. Afraid I don't have any bread today, but I did bring you something.
Oh yeah, he did.
Here, it's a ribbon. Let me tie it in your hair for you. Well, what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Huh. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's a mirror. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's go ahead and check out your new look. If you go over there where it's brighter, you'll be able to see yourself more clearly. What's wrong? Don't you want to see?
No.
Oh, I see. You don't like sunlight. Guess your eyes are pretty sensitive after spending all this time in the dark, huh?
I mean, that's one possible reason.
Well, it's not like we can have you stay here forever. We should work on getting you out of here so you and me can go look at the sea together. How's that?
Man, this is a several-hour-long game.
Hey, Postman. Oh, sorry. You're not him.
I'm sure as hell not. I just swung by to pick up a letter and wound up running the damn place. Anyway, you here for a package or something?
No. There's this couple who's always fighting, and the husband took off. So I'm trying to track him down. Ring any bells?
Sorry, pal. You're asking the wrong guy. Still, that's pretty weird. My buddy's daughter took off too. Maybe running away is the cool thing to do now.
I find it exceedingly unlikely this pair of runaways is mere coincidence.
Any idea where she might have went?
That is the question, isn't it? Actually, you know what? I bet she went to check out the huge shipwreck that drifted into the inlet the other day. Not often something like that comes around. It's all the kids have been talking about.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Louise. I brought your food for today. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? Huh. You haven't been eating much lately. Are you okay? Well then, let's try this.
That's a very auto-tuned voice.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's called a song. Humming a jaunty tune is the best thing for putting a spring in your step. Songs are like a little bit of wisdom that makes the tough times easier. I love them personally. I mean, not that I'm any good at singing. Whoa, your voice is a bit rough there. But you're actually pretty good. You know, I knew someone who lived in the town lighthouse before she died. She used to hum this same song a lot. I heard it every time I stopped by to deliver something, and I guess it just kind of stuck. Of course, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah, she passed away because of the Black Scroll.
Hey, are you trying to cheer me up? You are a kind soul, Louise.
Honestly, I feel really bad about this.
I'm sensing some really weird magic going on here, Sunshine. You feeling it too?
Yeah. Is it a shade?
Are you actually trying to think something through rather than just jumping in and killing?
What's wrong, Kaine?
Nothing. It's just... I'm sensing a presence from seafront. Something like a shade.
A shade in the town? That's not good.
I mean, it's being harmless right now, so...
A shipwreck, is it? I suppose we might as well investigate, seeing as how we lack any other tenable leads.
Right. Let's head for the inlet. Kaine. Emil. What's going on? I haven't seen you two come into Seafront in, well, ever, I guess.
Sorry for the surprise.
No worries.
Kaine said she sensed something strange in the area.
Strange how? Like a shade?
Yes.
Maybe? I'm not sure. There's some kind of sound or something coming from up ahead.
What an incredibly specific piece of information the hussy has graced us with.
What is it, Kaine?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
There's a shipwreck. Honestly though, the music good.
We're gonna need to figure out some way to get inside that thing.
This ship is in a state of wanton decay. Surely we can find a hole or some such if we put our minds to it. These planks seem to be cut.
We can probably get in if we...
I'm worried about whatever it is Kaine is sensing. We should...
Yeah. Borrowed a book about the ocean from Popular.
So, were you able to write that letter?
Yes.
You know, now that I've taught you how. Not yet, huh? Well, there's certainly no reason to rush. You know, it makes me happy that you've taken such a shine to me. First time we met, I didn't have the foggiest idea what was going on in that head of yours. So, hey, I've been thinking, how about you come live with me? It might be kind of nice to have a daughter around. Not into it, huh? Guess I should have figured. I'm sad to hear it, but it's your choice, of course. Huh? The floor's wet. Wait, is this blood? Oh,
Yes.
dear. Are you...
It's not what you think.
Oh, baby, that is one hell of a smell. We got something real nasty nearby, eh, Sunshine? Come on, don't tell me you ain't picked up on it yet. You of all people gotta know what this smell means.
This ship is in poor condition indeed. Do try not to thrash about and bring its timbers down around us, hussy.
Whatever.
You sure you're all right, Kaine?
You really shouldn't push yourself. Hey, I've got an idea. How about you and me search outside and get some nice fresh air in the process?
Sure. Let's do that.
Sounds good. Take care of Kaine for us, Emil.
Emil is on the case. Come on, Kaine. Let's get the lead out.
This place is pretty gloomy. I'm having a hard time imagining any townsfolk hanging around here.
Well, as we've no other leads, let the search begin. We require a... Look there, on...
And there's still some oil.
We require a key.
Ah, hey, Louise.
Wait, did you...
I did indeed. How on... Perhaps she is the runaway we heard tell of at the post stop.
No.
Weird. It's like...
Oh, what foolish...
Ah, he's afraid of ghosts.
What is with this ship anyway?
There may be clues somewhere that tell of how it ran aground.
It looks...
Then perhaps we ought to make use of that lantern.
What's this? An apple. It's a bit...
I wager it was dropped by that fruit-loving... Perhaps he absconded to this ship to wait out the storm after yet another spirited debate with his wife.
Let's keep moving. Oh, sounds like it came from the floor.
It's nothing.
This barrel's been knocked over.
Surely it was toppled by the girl we saw at the... Wait.
Footsteps.
The missing child left white tracks in her passing. Should we follow them, I expect we...
Man, this book's got some...
It would seem... records of the... Until the day the...
What the hell?
A lot. Obviously. They had a shadow sneak aboard.
There's a breeze.
That white vase is rather
Hey, that...
A record... By my...
Wait.
And made out...
How could they...
I do not know...
These chests...
And what do they...
I wish.
Those are no mere... I shudder to think what...
The exit looks walled up.
And in blood, no doubt that...
That's...
We may be able to pass through here should... These shelves are blocked.
Only one way. There don't seem to be any shades around, at least.
Fortunate for us. Now let no more time be wasted in our search for the townsfolk.
That's what we're doing.
The white tracks end here.
Wait.
I have to sing and cheer myself up. Where did he go? Why do I feel this way?
Whatever that sound was, it stopped. I swear it sounded like a girl.
This is a voice pipe. A contraption by which one's voice can travel to a faraway location.
Which means the girl is in whatever room this pipe connects to.
Hold a moment. I spy a chart of the ship's layout on the wall. Yes. This pipe connects to a cabin in the ship's stern.
Onward and, inward, I guess.
Yeah.
This little lantern has brought us quite far, hasn't it?
Yeah. And the light it gives off makes me feel, I don't know, safe somehow.
Well, aren't we the romantic? A kitchen, is it?
Hey, Herbs.
Heavens.
Extra rice.
Thinking back on it.
Tell me about it. Once we track down the ferry... Looks like some... It says this seems... Do you think...
I cannot say...
Oh, damn.
Perhaps it is what...
Another apple.
Just how many apples does that quibbling husband keep on his person?
Let's keep... Vice? I think the floor is...
Gonna break.
Speak to me, lad. Are you hurt?
I can't see a thing down.
I suspect...
The lantern got away from me during the...
Is that...
Vice, that's it!
About time. Oh dear. Look at the bodies. They are all people from town. And, I fear, the missing ferryman.
Oh no. This can't be real. Why?
It is real.
Why did everyone have to... God damn it!
Pull yourself together, lad. Remember the presence Kaine sensed? The culprit who murdered these poor folk likely awaits us further within.
I won't let them get away with this.
That's enough.
That was a bit of loading.
Why did things turn out like this? Did he leave because of his body? I just want to be able to talk with him. I don't want him to be afraid of me. I don't want him to hate me. I want to move in a human form. I want to look at the sun with my own eyes. I want to sing beautiful songs. So, if I can just eat more people, maybe then I can become a human.
She's already a human. Hello there!
Hey there, you two.
Hey. I didn't know you guys came back inside.
Did we ever? Found a nice hole in the wall to slide through. But then we heard a bunch of noise coming from that super dark floor downstairs. You sure had us worried.
Yeah, sorry about that. You feeling better, Kaine?
A little, yeah. Sorry for the trouble.
There's no eyes.
Good. That's good.
Jeez, you seem really down in the dumps. Did something happen?
Tell me, Kaine, that presence you sensed.
It's on the floor above us.
I feared as much. It seems we've little choice but to press onward.
There's a bunch of crumpled up...
They all seem to have the same wood.
Oh man, that smell is getting ripe. How you feeling there, sunshine?
Not great. Can't you tell?
Stuff it, save it.
This would be the final. The culprit who murdered the townspeople may be behind this very.
Yes. Well, there's no going back now, is there?
It's that girl we saw when we first entered the ship.
Old lad, this is a lone child sitting inside a hulking ship littered with corpses. Something is clearly amiss.
There.
Oh man, this shade is nuts! I think I'm in love. You can feel her power hanging in the air, and she ain't even trying yet. Things are finally heating up. Huh?
Could this girl be the presence you sensed, Kaine?
Oh, hey, it's you. Been a while.
Wait, you're the postman. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've been coming here a lot lately. I think this girl was on the ship when it drifted in. I've been keeping an eye on her until she's well enough to leave. Hey, so this is kind of awkward, but the girl is, you know, bleeding. I brought a bunch of bandages with me, but, well, how exactly does one deal with a woman's time of the month? Sorry. Clearly crossed a line there. Forget I said anything.
Stay the hell away from her. She isn't...
She's got red eyes.
We'll figure something out. You...
Two of them will be fine. The ship is collapsed.
Very much aware of that. Shades! They're in the way! Looks like we can get out through that hole up there.
Okay, so I can definitely make it through this quickly.
Glad you two made it out in one piece.
Yeah, we're good. But that poor postman is still trapped inside.
We'd better go help him out.
No shade would dare pursue us into sunlight such as this. We should use the opportunity to ready ourselves.
It's already popping out.
What on earth?
Slimy.
Why isn't this shade being hurt by the sun?
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burnt by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict. This light, something is coming. Get out of the way at once.
Oh, listen, it's singing. This thing actually thinks it's a person. I don't know where the singing lessons came from, but I do know it's sure as hell trying to eat us.
tentacles with faces on them.
Don't stop now. Focus on the next one.
Doing it for him? How sad. How precious.
Okay, Tyrone, can you please just stop?
Chance. Attack with all that you have.
Trying to make this one quick.
Did we get it?
No.
Oh hell, that thing's huge. Think it could recover from such a grievous wound.
Ordinary attacks aren't gonna do shit against this thing.
We'll just have to up our own attacks to match.
You get its weakness by now, yeah, Sunshine? Well then, get to carving this bastard up before we're all dead!
I know, damn it, I know. The core of this thing is in the mouth. We need to get up there.
Are you serious?
But how are we supposed to do that?
Instead of wasting time running your mouths, how about you keep attacking the damn thing until it falls off?
Yeah.
Over.
Hey, the guy from before's collapsed on the beach. That shade's got some kind of hard-on for it. We should take him hostage.
Shut your yap. I'm not in the business of using my blades on people.
Working! It's concentrating tremendous magical energy into its head. Attacking it may cause the power gathered there to discharge.
Okay. Looks like I defeated it.
Now's your chance, run, lad! Attack the part of her that looks like a girl.
Shade's core is inside its mouth! Hurry!
Yeah, I'm going as fast. And that did it. Imagine having to mute it because of the music. Like, I can't really do much about that. One week later.
Thanks. You really saved our bacon.
You've all done so much for me. Offering a little refuge is the least I can do. I don't have the words to express how sorry I am. We all knew townspeople were out there being eaten by a shade. But I never imagined I was taking care of it this entire time.
The fault lies with that foul creature alone, Postman. Not yourself.
I hope I can believe that someday.
All right, well, we'd better get going. There's someone else we need to break this news to.
Fair enough. I hope to see you out there on the old letter trail again soon.
Hey, did you find my husband?
Yeah. The thing is...
Wait, why are you hesitating? Is he alright? Please tell me he's alright. Come on, say something already.
Tell us the truth.
Your husband was killed by a shade. I'm sorry. We tracked him down, but it was already too late.
No, it can't be true. Big idiot. Always carrying his bag around. Thinking about me all the time. Oh God, this can't be happening.
Just give a hug already.
It saddens this old tome to think we'll never hear those two at each other's throats again.
If only I'd gotten to him sooner.
Do not let it burden you so, lad. You did the best you were able.
The hell's this, Sunshine?
A letter. That thing wrote it for the postman.
Ha! Man, that is some grade A chicken scratch.
She probably copied the letters as best she could.
So, what's it say?
give it to the postman.
It's like I was stuck in some kind of dream.
Hey, letter guy.
You're that. I mean, how can I help you?
Got a letter for you.
Wait, you have a letter for me?
Yeah, it's from that thing on the ship.
Louise? Let me see. Oh, it says, thank you. Wow, look at this. After all that time I spent trying to teach her to write, she actually managed to string together a few ugly little letters. Damn it. Why can't I stop seeing her smile? Or hearing that song she used to sing? I know she ate people. I know she was a monster.
I might play this one again soon. I want to get this game.
Everyone seems to be.
I want to get this game finished, honestly. I mean, especially past the fucking ending D. Huh. Hey, Luis.
This is the girl who was on the wrecked ship. What's that?
It resembles the shade we saw in the lost shrine.
We saw this cube back in the Baron Temple.
Perhaps the Prince of Fassad gave it to Popola as a gift?
This looks like Emil's sister.
An exquisite piece of work. It feels as alive as you or I.
We saw this shade in the lost shrine. What's it doing here?
I have long ceased trying to puzzle out this room.
Look, Vice. Somebody made a copy of you.
Nonsense. I am nowhere near this filthy.
It's that lizard thing we fought in the area. Who would make a figure of that anyway? It's a sculpted leaf. Right?
This is the first sane thing I have seen in this room.
This is from the junk heap.
For a decoration, it's certainly in poor taste.
I wouldn't say it's in poor taste.
Shades on the coast, that poor ferryman used to tell me stories of the epic quarrels he had with his wife. He found the whole thing quite amusing. He loved her, though. He loved her with all that he was. I'm very sad to hear that he's gone. Still, you made it back safe, and I'm glad for that.
Have you any new information about the key to the Shadow Lord's castle?
I'm still working on the decryption, but I'm afraid progress has stalled. Loyal Cerberus might refer to a dog, but I've never seen anything that would fit the bill.
It must be pretty complicated if even
Whoa.
you can't decode it. Well, you're our last hope, so...
I will. By the way, I was walking by your house earlier and I...
Thanks.
Oh, since the ferryman was missing, I'll make sure they know...
Gotcha.
Cool, thanks.
Even without those we have lost, the world relentlessly continues to turn.
It always does. Time just marches forward. And there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. Fucking berries.
Probably not a good idea to turn down. Let's go to...
I don't want to go yet. Okay, well. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all later. Bye.